Hi, hello everyone. Uh, Today is day 59, and my story starts another one, which is I was going with a friend of mine who was introduced to me by another friend uh, who had introduced my wife to me as well. Anyway, three of us, I think, four of us. I was sitting in front. This guy who was driving, he's an accountant and all that. I forgot his name and all. Anyway, he was driving towards London or coming back from London, something like that. Towards London, no, coming back from London, going towards Birmingham. And this girl in another car overtook him. So he wanted to show off. And he drove, it was raining, and he drove and he overtook her and she overtook him again. And it was on the M1. And those days there was not much traffic. Lucky for us, anyway. And then suddenly, when she went right in front of him, he braked. The car skidded. My God, it was skidding and it was overturning. It turned about 4 times, and we were on the other fast lane of the other side of the motorway, M1. And everybody's windows were open. And luckily, by impulse, we could have put our hand out to stop the car from rolling, sort of. But it was rolling and rolling. It ended up upside down. And the cars were all the coming on fast lane cars were all diverted. Police came and stopped, and what do you call, some AA people were there, RACOA, Automobile Association. And police said, what happened? Said, well, it slipped and we overturned it. Actually, he was trying to show off with the girl. The girl shot off and went. Nothing happened to her. Anyway, the stupid guy overturned his car. And then he was trying to get it repaired. He has to get it. We all stranded on the bloody motorway. And this RACOA guy said, I'll tow your car to the nearest garage and I'll get it repaired as soon as possible so that you can drive again, because the windshield had come off as well. And none of us were wearing any seat belts or anything. Those days it was not compulsory. And lucky for us that I didn't die in that. None of us died anyway. Took us there, and he was repairing the car, and a fellow said it'll cost you quite a lot of money for this repair and towing and all that. So this guy said, he's an accountant. He said, how can I avoid all this? He said, you have to be a member of AA and RAC. So at once he became a member of the AA. And he said, will I get a discount now? So lucky enough, he got a discount. And it was his company car or something. And he got it repaired, and the windscreen was put back. And we sat in the car. We were frightened to go with him after that. And he drove us to Birmingham and left those 2 friends in Birmingham. And he told me, on another day, he came with another car. And he told me, you want to come with me to Wales? I said, yeah, okay. And I went with him from Birmingham to South Wales. don't know where, actually it was Konaski, or no, it wasn't Konaski. Where was that place? It was where they made cheddar cheese. Forgot the name of the place. Anyway, we were going, and suddenly he saw this girl walking. It was on a, not a motorway, it was on an A road. And he saw this girl walking. he was a married man at that time. And he was from Africa as well, for some Moshi Arusha or somewhere. Anyway, he stopped the car. He just saw her legs. He didn't see her face. Stopped the car. And then he asked her, do you want a lift? She said, yeah, thank you. And she got in the car. And then this guy he didn't know what to say. Anyway, he said, we went to some cafe and said, would you like a drink? And he bought her a coffee or something and got me a coffee. And then he told me, you drive, I'll sit behind with And of course, I said, okay, I'll drive. But he sat with her and he was telling me that I'm not going to let her off like that because even though she's ugly, she was horrible looking. He only saw her by the legs from her backside. And then she had lovely long blonde hair, blonde or brunette, anyway. He didn't see her face, but when we stopped to have a coffee, he didn't know what to say. He couldn't let her off there, so he had to give her a lift anyway. And he got her in the car, he sat with her, he said, I'm not going to let her off that easily. So he started trying to smooch her, and she said, no. So she agreed, and he kissed her and all that. And then, after dropping her off, he said, my mouth must be horrible now. He opened his boot, took out Coca-Cola and some crisp. He chewed the crisp and he spat it out. It was so funny, actually. I was still driving, and he washed his mouth with Coca-Cola and spit it out. And he was such a comic that day. And then we drove and reached to his place. It was a nice place. And then we were in a beach. He took a photograph of mine in the beach. And then he said, okay, I'll take you back to Birmingham. And then from there you can either go back to Blackburn. My car was in Birmingham. We were traveling with this Porsche car. He had a nice, I don't know, Ford Cortina or something with him. So anyway, I stayed with him for Kafili, that's the place. We went to Kafili where they made cheese. I think they made cheese there. And from there, he took me so many places in Wales. That's the first time I saw Wales, South Wales. From Kapili, we went driving all over the place. And after coming back, he said, my job is over here. He had a beautiful house as well in Kapili. His wife was somewhere in Nelson. And so the wife was with the parents or something. So he decided, it was what do you call a Casanova type of fellow, but I wouldn't go after any women when I'm married. No way. You have to be faithful to your wife, otherwise what's the point of getting married? And the wife will be faithful to you. So we treat each other right, respect each other. That's the main thing, isn't it? Anyway, all went well. I drove back to Blackburn. I didn't tell my brother anything. My brother was still there. Anyway, it ended there. That was the end of my journey. But that overturning was horrific. Anyway, still I went with him. I said no. Speeding and trying to overtake girls now. You better drive properly. He said, no, that was because of the rain, I slipped. Anyway, next story tomorrow. That time story is finished today. Don't forget, bye for now. Take care. Wear a mask. Even though I haven't got my vaccine yet. I was hoping I would get it. Anyway, bye. Take care. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to subscribe for me. Bye-bye.